This is a 2007 Toyota Avalon. The headlights on this thing were all yellowed out. You could tell where the heat from the headlights had actually made marks in the front of the headlights. It was like it was heating and melting the plastic or something, but all the grit and grime and everything from 2007 till now, I don't believe these headlights had ever been replaced. This is after the fact. If I can, I'll figure out a way to post some pictures in the video of before, but I just wanted to show you real quick. This is the kit that I'm using. This is CV Headlight Restore Defogger. I believe that it probably is the best in permanent headlight restoration. I used to buy these at Advanced Auto. They don't carry them anymore, but you can still get these on Amazon. I'll post a link in the description below. So the way this works is it comes with 4 different parts. There's a 1000 grit sandpaper that you wet sand the headlight with. I would suggest taping off, and you could see that in the pictures if I figure out a way to share them. I would suggest taping off all the way around the headlight. You do not need to take the headlight out. Use a 1000 grit first. That's the brown sandpaper that comes with it. Use a 1000 grit. You wet sand it until all the yellowing comes off and you can see clear through the headlight all the way around the whole headlight. You can actually see it looks a lot like this, the before and after. It's real hazy, and then once you're finished, it's real clear. You can do this on any plastic headlight. It doesn't work on glass. The second stage is 2500 grit, the blue sandpaper. I've already used this kit, and I don't have the leftover sandpaper out. Do it in the trash, but if you buy this kit, you'll find it. You could also just go and buy a 1000 grit sandpaper and 2500 grit sandpaper. This is all in a kit. It says that it can do 2 headlights. I'm able to do this on 4 per package. They're $30 a package. So instead of replacing your headlights for $80 or $100 or $120 each, you can buy this $30 kit and restore 4 headlights. So that's, you know, $7.50 each instead. The third stage in this kit is polish. You put a polish on the headlight after you've cleaned it off, after you've done the sanding. The first 2 stages, the 1000 grit and 2500 grit, you do need to wet sand. You do not sand dry. It's cool when you get to the blue sandpaper, the 2500 grit, because as soon as you put it on the headlight and start sanding, it's almost like it's just ice skating across the top. When you put water on the headlight after doing the 2500 grit sandpaper, that is what gives you an idea on what the headlight's going to look like once you're finished. So you do the 1000 grit until it's clean, do the 2500 grit until it's smooth, use the polish and polish the whole headlight. It's much like polishing a CD. You put the polish on, you rub it while it's wet until the polish dries, and then get another spot in the towel, terry cloth, whatever, and wipe the whole headlight clean. I usually rinse the headlight. It doesn't say that in the directions, but I usually rinse the headlight and let it dry. Dry it with the towel, terry cloth towel, let it dry. And then the last step is the clear coat. The clear coat's kind of probably the trickiest part of it. You can't really screw up too much with the first 3 stages, but with the clear coat, you do not want to get it on the car. As I mentioned, if you took in the first stage, if you taped this off, then you're not going to get any of the clear coat on the car itself. But the clear coat works in a way where you put the clear coat on these little green pads, the same way you did with the polish. The pads, the little green cloths, come with the restoration kit. But what you want to do is, what I did is I use the pad and I go across along the edge all the way across, and then you want to do the longest streaks and just go across the whole headlight. And I just do top to bottom, and you want to make sure that it's not dripping. With the kit that I had left over from finishing the headlight on our Dodge, my wife got a deer before I did a few years ago with the van, and so Dodge replaced this headlight for free with the insurance claim. And so this headlight was still older. I'm not able to get all the haze out of the bottom. I think you can kind of see that in the video here, but this was completely yellowed out. You almost couldn't even see the headlights themselves. So you can tell now it's all glossy and clean and way better. I would do this because it adds, I think it adds value to the vehicle in resale. I mean, to me, it makes this car look, you know, what are we working on? 2007 till now, 13 years newer. I mean, these headlights look brand new. It looks like I just bought them. Not that you can see now that it's gotten a little bit dirty, but I mean, if I could show you the before and after pictures, then you'll see why this does justice. But also, I had the same problem with my Dodge pickup truck. The headlights were so grimy and so yellowed. These aren't. I found these on Amazon. These were so cheap, I just bought some new ones because I had water in the bottom of the headlight, so I needed to get into the inside and clean them out, and I didn't want to do all that. So I think I bought these. I think I bought the set for maybe 20-40 bucks for my 2000 Dodge Ram. But I used to drive at night coming back from hunting and look out in this field to see if there are any deer, and I couldn't see them. I put these new headlight, just the headlight housings in, and I could see all the way across the field. I normally couldn't see at all. So I think that it adds safety because you can see so much better when the light can't get through the lens from the bulbs. It really diminishes how much you can see at night. I think it's a safety problem. So I like the fact that I can spend just a little bit of money and get this kit, and you know, like I said, I can do 2 vehicles out of this. So what I do is I just cut the sandpaper pieces in half, and I cut the cloth little towels in half that come with it, and I followed the directions. It says to use a pea-size amount of the polish. So if you use a pea-size amount of the polish, you could do 6 headlights. It probably depends on how big your headlights are. If you've got some really big headlights, then it's probably going to take more. But and the last step is you'll see when you buy this kit, there's 2 packages. One says CV1 and one says CV2. CV1 is the polish and CV2 is the clear coat. The CV2, I believe you get 1 package. I think maybe it's 2 with that, I can't remember now. But you can stretch the material in the clear coat material far enough that you can get 4 headlights, so 2 sets of headlights out of one of these packages. So for 30 bucks, I think is well worth it. As soon as I finish this package right here is probably 10 years old. I just used it on this Avalon just a couple weekends ago, and it works great. So as soon as I finished this one up, I went ahead and bought another package. So I've got another package on the shelf, and they are in stock on Amazon, and I will post the link to that Amazon item in the description below. If you have any comments or questions about the kit, let me know. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'll do more videos like this, product reviews, and also I'll do some tutorials on how to do some of the work in some of my other videos. This job's already done, so this is just an after, but I'll try to get some pictures on the in here somewhere so that you can see the before. But it's pretty much just like it is in this picture here. The headlights are really fogged out and you can barely see the headlights on the inside, and once you clear the lens, they're crystal clear and you can see all the way through to the inside. Well worth it. And you don't have to take the headlight out. If you're going to use a buffing wheel, you're probably going to want to take the headlight out so that you don't run the side of the buffing wheel into the paint around the headlight. So anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. Peace.